Hello. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So what brings you in today? How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm tired. I've been pretty tired lately. It's like an everyday thing.
Have you been like busy or?
Yeah, I have school, and then on top of school, I also work. So.
Okay. Where do you work at?
I'm a nanny for 2 boys.
Okay.
I've been working for them for 2 years, and it is my absolute favorite job ever.
Okay. So do you like go into the homes?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice. Do you like it?
I love it because
Yeah.
I have been with this family for 2 years now, and so like I've watched the boys grow up, and
Yeah.
it is so rewarding.
So you're like attached.
Yes, and their mom says that I'm second mom. She's like, "You're second mama bear," so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So how is like school? How are you juggling school and?
I mean, it's kind of it's easier than last semester because I'm only working 2 days a week for this semester because I'm taking 18 credit hours, which is the most I've ever taken.
So how many classes is that?
6. Yeah,
Oh
6.
wow.
Mhm.
That's a lot
So-
on your plate.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's like nice because with nannying you get to it's like a more, how do I put it, it's like, I don't know why I can't think of the word right now, but, flexible. It's like a flexible schedule, so, and since I've been working for that family for 2 years, I'm basically family, so I can do homework when I'm there, when the kids are napping, so it's really.
Oh, that's nice. That gives you that extra time to do
Yes, which is
homework
really
and get
nice.
caught up. Yeah, that's great. So tell me more about yourself.
Um,
Other than you work and go to school, what are like your hobbies? What are things that you like doing? How do you treat yourself after like a long week of?
Oh, I am a shopaholic, and I love shopping. That is how I treat myself. I'm like, okay, I can buy myself this or that. Hobbies, I mean, I like shopping. I also like writing and reading poetry. I actually took an intro to poetry class last school year, and she wants me to put my work into there's like a thing on campus, I forget what it's called, but it's like where you can submit your writing and they'll publish it in the newspaper or whatever for the school. So I submitted my work there because I absolutely love reading and writing poetry. And other than that, I mean, like outside of school, I have a dog, so I spend my time with him, do homework, go to work. I really rarely I visit my boyfriend a lot too in Terre Haute, and that's pretty much it.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So what kind of dog do you have?
I have a Newfie Poo. He's a
Aww.
Newfoundland Poodle mix, and oh my gosh, I love him. I love him so much.
Have you had him for a long time?
I've had him for a little over a year. So I got him when he was 3 months old, and that's kind of like late to get a dog, but he was with the Amish, and they weren't treating him very well, so I like to say I saved him.
Yeah.
But he is literally my best friend, and I never thought I would ever get a dog, because we have a little family dog. She's a Shishan. She's a tiny. She's old though, and she's grumpy. But his name's Blue, my dog, and I got him for a special reason. So he's literally my bestie.
Oh, that's great. So he has all the energy in the world.
Yes. He never stops.
Do you take him on walks and things like that?
Yes, and he's he went to training, but he just likes to forget what he learned in training. So, and he's big. He's 70-something pounds.
Oh wow.
So when I'm walking him, he drags me.
He's walking you.
Literally, he takes the leash in his mouth and he just starts going. I'm like, all right.
Wow, that's great. Well, you stay active, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
So what are your favorite foods? I know you like to go shopping, so I'm sure you have that going out to eat after shopping
I love
before.
going out to eat. I have a problem because I need to eat more at home. But I also love to cook though. So I mean, I kind of learned the balance. But favorite foods, I love Italian food. That is my favorite. Pasta. My mom likes to call me a carb head because I love noodles, bread. Literally my absolute favorite. So that would probably be that cuisine is definitely my favorite.
Okay. So is that what it's called, that cuisine?
No, that cuisine,
Oh, okay.
Italian cuisine.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite Italian restaurant yet?
Not really, because I don't know. Have you ever heard of Maggiano's?
Mm-mm.
It's where Partners. It's over by the Fashion Mall,
Okay.
and it is so good. Like, oh my gosh. That's probably my favorite. Although there's a really good place that I recently tried. I forget what the name of it is because it's like a weird name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's over in Fountain Square. And oh my gosh, so good. But I can't do like Olive Garden and stuff because I feel like that's not as authentic as.
Yeah, so
other
you like the
places.
authentic.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever try like recipes at home?
I
Like
don't
Italian
have like
recipes?
my one recipe like that's classified as an Italian recipe. Well, usually I love just plain spaghetti, and so
Mhm.
I'll just make that. And I don't like I'm kind of bougie, I guess. I don't like jar sauce. I'll make my own like
Mhm.
pasta sauce. I also have like this stuffed shells recipe that I really love, but literally basically anything with noodles I will eat.
That's nice. I'm like glad that you've identified like that's my go-to
Yep.
kind of thing. So, what is like a favorite sport that you like playing?
I was never really. I mean, I've been a dancer since I was 7. I danced for like 8 years, and some people don't consider that a sport, but I do because
Yeah.
literally you're doing just as much as like a football player, if not even a little bit more. You're just not like hitting people.
Yeah.
So that is definitely that was my favorite thing. I did that from 7 to when I was a sophomore in high school. So that was a big part of my life. But as far as like watching sports, I'm not really big on
Yeah.
sports. I mean, my boyfriend plays football, so I'm trying to like learn football
About it.
stuff because I'm like, Mom, because my mom loves football, so I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know. So I try to watch football just so I can
Yeah.
get like acclimated because he'll be talking about something and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
You're like, that's cool.
Yeah,
Let
right,
me
got
learn that
it.
language. Okay, so what is like one of your goals right now that you're trying to accomplish right now?
Oh my gosh.
Or do you have like various goals going on?
Goal? Like, I don't know. I don't really have any, like, that's actually a good question. I haven't really sat down and, like, I kind of just take things day by day. Like, I don't have any, like, major goals. I mean, my goal is to just not get overwhelmed. I like to stress myself out because I like to be a perfectionist on things, and I'm trying to learn how to, like, it's okay to mess up. So I think just, like, my goal is, like, just in general to take things day by day and, like, it's okay. Like, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Calm yourself from all the
Yes.
stuff going on. So do you have any funny stories as a kid?
Let's see. Well, I have a twin brother, and him and I, like, growing up, we never got along at all. Now we're best friends, but we were wrestling, and, well, this isn't, I mean, I guess it's kind of funny now to look back on it, but we were wrestling, and he decided to jump on me, and both of his knees hit my collarbone and broke it, and my mom thought I was being dramatic, so everyone's laughing at me because I'm, like, I'm not really crying, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, something happened, and, like, I don't know, I just think it's funny now because him and I would always fight with each other, and now we're like this.
Really
So
good friends.
it's definitely funny to look back on and be like, remember that time when you broke my collarbone, or when you shoved me into the front door and I busted my lip open? Because now look at us, we're like best friends.
Yeah. So are you guys like playing, or you just didn't get along and that happened? Or
I mean, he just, like, that time, usually it was just like we were messing around and playing around, and he just didn't realize that, like, you can't do that stuff.
he's being
but-
too rough.
Yeah, he's literally always rough. So.
So do you see like your brother a whole lot? Like,
Yeah, he lives with me.
okay.
So I still live with my mom because I went to Indiana State before I transferred here.
Mhm.
And so when I, like, came back here for school, I just decided, like, okay, I'm just going to go back home. And so he lives there because he doesn't do anything. So he's just in the basement.
So you guys are the same age. So does he like just work and?
No, he doesn't do anything. He
Oh,
plays
wow.
video games in the basement, and it's very frustrating for me because I'm like, I have a job, I go to school, I do this, but I mean, everyone's on their own, like, path, and he'll figure it out hopefully. But yes.
Okay. So that's where the difference is with like the.
Mm.
Well, I'm glad you guys get along now, so that's a
Right?
big step. Yeah, I feel like I'm the same way. Like me and my brother did not get along growing up, and now he's back with my parents, and we're starting to talk now. So
And
maybe
that's what
we'll
my
get
mom
to
always
that.
told me. She's like, you guys will be best friends when you're older. And I'm like, no, we won't. And now we tell each other everything.
Yeah, that's good. Are you like the only siblings then?
No, so I have two other siblings. I have an older sibling, and he's 26, and then a younger sibling, and she's 16.
So how old are you?
I'm 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's from my dad. My dad was at HOE before he passed away. He was just having lots of babies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how my son's dad is, so I understand that. Yep. All right, well, it was really, really nice meeting you,
Nice
and I
meeting
hope
you
that,
too.
like, we can continue developing the rapport and continue
too.
on with, just relationship and setting goals.